Hello class. Now today I will discuss integration by substitution method, and this method I will discuss by taking an example, or let us say by taking a problem. So let us say start with problem and then understand how it is working. So here we have first problem, integration of x into root of 1 plus x square dx. So now what you do, 1 plus x square, again it is not a plus b form, and here x and root of 1 plus x square, they are multiplying together. Okay, so what I said that for integration it should be in the form in which the formulas are. So there is no way that I will convert this whole form in the form for which we have formula, like we separate x power and separate and something like that. So what we do, so now as method is substitution method, that means here we substitute something, okay, with some other variable, like what something, say if I write 1 plus x square, if I take this 1 plus x square, say I take this as t, and now I differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So what I will get here, I will get 1 plus the derivative of 1 will become 0. So here I will get 0 plus 2x. What I am doing, I am differentiating both the sides. So here it is 2x and here it is dt upon dx. So dt upon dx. So what I have done, I have differentiated both the sides with respect to x. So 2x is dt upon dx. That means x into dx can be written as 1 upon 2 dt. Okay. So see here what we have done. Now this x and this dx, for x and dx I can replace 1 by 2 dt, and for 1 plus x square I can replace t. So you see that this whole problem will convert, okay, in a very simple form for which we know the formula, right? Okay, so this is what we call integration by substitution method. So here we substitute one function with t, okay, which function we substitute, whose derivative is already present in multiplication form. So for 1 plus x square, the derivative was x into dx, 2x, so that constant is you need not have to worry about the constant. You only check whether the derivative in term of variable is present. So for x square, the derivative is x is present, so you substitute this whole part, 1 plus x square. Now instead of 1 plus x square, if you substitute x square, then also you can solve the problem. Okay, here I have substituted 1 plus x square. Now with all this substitution, my integration will become your integration I will become, okay, I will use some different color, I will become integration of x dx, it is replaced by 1 by 2 dt, and root of 1 plus x square. So 1 plus x square is replaced by t, so it is t into 1 upon 2 dt. This 1 upon 2 is constant, so you take out. This root t, you can write t power 1 by 2. So t power 1 by 2 dt. And now with respect to t, you have to integrate t power 1 by 2. So the variable is t here. We are integrating with respect to t. So it is 1 by 2 into t power. Now 1 by 2 plus 1, it will be 3 by 2. Divide by 3 divide by 2 plus c. So it will become 1 divided by 2 into 2 divided by 3 into t power 3 divided by 2 plus c. Okay. Now this t is for 1 plus x square. So now I will replace. So it is 1 divided by 3. My integration I is 1 divided by 3 into 1 plus x square the whole power 3 divided by 2 plus c. So this is your I. I is 1 divided by 3 into 1 plus x square the whole power 3 divided by 2. Okay, this is the first problem. So I hope you got little idea that what we are doing in the substitution method. Now let us see few more questions. Now here in second question, what you substitute? Okay, you can see that for x square derivative is x cube, so I will substitute this denominator part. So here we will say let 1 plus x square 1 plus x power 4 is equals to t. So therefore 3 into 4 into it is 4 into x cube 4 into x cube dx will be equal to dt. Okay, so therefore x cube into dx will be equal to 1 divided by 4 dt. Okay, so therefore I will say that I is equals to integration. Now x cube dx we can write as 1 upon 4 dt. So it is 1 upon root of t into 1 upon 4 dt. So this 1 upon 4 we can keep outside, and here it is t power minus half into dt. So this is 1 divided by 4. Now t power minus half, if I integrate, I will get t power plus half divided by half. Okay, minus 1 by 2 plus 1 will give plus 1 by 2, and plus constant of integration. In the previous problem, yes, I have used constant of integration. Now I will replace this t with 1 plus x power 4. So here 1 by 4 into this 1 by 2 can be written as 2 divided by 1 into here it is 1 plus x raised to 4 plus c. This 2 and this 4 will cancel, so it is 1 divided by 2 into 1 plus x raised to 4 plus c. This is your final answer, I. Isn't it simple? Okay. Now let us see the next question. Now here in this third question, guess what you can substitute. Now in last two problem you seen that the function which is in square root that you have substituted, its a derivative was present. Similarly here this e power x plus e power minus x power 2 is here, so its power is 2 there. If you closely observe, or if your derivative is very good, you will understand that yes, e power x plus e power minus x, its a derivative is e power x minus e power minus x. So here your substitution will be, you will say let e power x plus e power minus x equal to 2 t. You substitute this with t. So derivative of e power x is e power x, and derivative of e power minus x is e power minus x into derivative of minus x, which is minus 1. So you can write this as minus e power minus x. Okay, so this whole into dx will be derivative of t is dt upon dx, so it is dt. So therefore here you will say that I is, now this whole term is t, so it is t square into this whole term is replaced by dt, so t square into dt. Integration of t square is t cube divided by 3 plus c. So therefore now your answer is t you will replace with e power x plus e power minus x the whole power 3 divided by 3 plus constant c. Okay, this is third question. Now here in fourth question, pause the video and try to understand what you substitute. Okay, here numerator is 1 plus x and denominator is x plus e power minus x. So what you substitute, okay, to get the desired result? Yes, now derivative of x is 1, which is present, but derivative of e power minus x is not x, it is something different. So what you do here? Okay, so do one thing, let us multiply this numerator and denominator both with e power x. So initially I will get I is equals to integration, I will multiply by e power x, so numerator will be e power x into 1 plus x, and the denominator will be x into e power x plus 1, e power minus x into e power plus x, it will become 1 into dx. Now let us substitute this denominator x into e power x plus 1 with some variable t. Now when I differentiate, so here I have to use u into v, that is x into e power x plus e power x into derivative of x is 1 and then derivative of 1 is 0. So this into dx will be equal to dt. Okay, so therefore you can take e power x common. So after taking e power x common, here we have x plus 1 into dx equal to dt. So yes, you can easily see that e power x into 1 plus x or x plus 1, it is there. So this into dx you can replace with dt. So your integration I is 1 upon t into dt. Now integration of 1 upon t is what? Log t. So it is log t plus c, and now I will replace this t with x into e power x plus 1. So here it is log of x into e power x plus 1 plus c. This is your answer. So this is your fourth question, fourth one. Now here in fifth problem, x plus 1 into x plus 2 power 7 into x plus 3. Now you can multiply them, but x plus 2 power 7, if you expand it, you will get a very large term. So better you substitute this x plus 2 by t. So if I say that let this x plus 2 is equals to t, then derivative of x is 1 and derivative of 2 is 0. So I will say that this dx is equals to dt. Okay, and this x plus 2 is replaced by t. So our integration will become x is equals to integration of, now x plus 2 is t. So from here you can say that x is equals to t minus 2. So therefore x plus 1 can be written as t minus 2 plus 1. So it is t minus 2 plus 1. So it will become t minus 1. Here it is t power 7. And x plus 3 will become t minus 2 plus 3. That is, it will become t plus 1. Okay, into dt. Now the power 7 is for t. So no problem. This t minus 1 into t plus 1 will become t square minus 1, a minus b into a plus b, and this is t power 7 into dt. So here it is t power 7 and t power 2, it will become t power 9 minus this is t power 7 into dt. So we integrate it and we will get t power 9 as t power 10 divided by 10 minus t power 8 divided by 8 plus c. So this t power 10, so t power 10 is x plus 2 power 10. So here I will write this as x plus 2 the whole power 10 divided by 10 minus, here it is minus t power 8, that is x plus 2 power 8 divided by 8 plus c. So this is your answer. Okay, so are you getting how you have to substitute the term which is present like power 3, power 5, power 7, power 3 by 2, square root, something like that, that if you replace by t, then easily you will able to solve the problem, right? Okay, sixth problem. Now here in sixth problem, for log x, its a derivative is 1 upon x. So this is nothing but it is integration of 1 upon x into 1 upon log x. You can write like this. Okay, and a derivative of this log x is 1 upon x. So you substitute log x is equals to t. So therefore you will get 1 upon x into dx will be equal to dt. So therefore your integration I will be integration of 1 upon log x is written as 1 upon t into 1 upon x dx is written as dt, and its integration is log t plus c, and t is log x. So this integration is log of log x plus c. So this is your integration I. This is your sixth problem. Now this is seventh problem. Seventh problem is integration of x power 5 divided by x square plus 1. Here now what we will substitute, if you put x square plus 1 as t, then it is 2x into dx is equals to dt. So then it is difficult, right? But if you see this x power 5, you can write this x power 5 as x power 4 into x, and x power 4 can be written as x square the whole square into x into dx, and denominator here it is x square plus 1 into dx. Now if here I will say that let x square plus 1 is equals to t, then x square can be written as t minus 1, right? Okay. And here if I differentiate, I will say that this 2x into dx is equals to dt. So therefore x into dx will become 1 upon 2 dt. So x into dx will become 1 upon 2 dt. X square will become t minus 1. So my integration I is integration of, this is t minus 1 the whole square, divide by this is t, and this is 1 by 2 dt. Now numerator you can expand easily and divide by t. So here it is t square minus 2t plus 1 whole divided by t, and this 1 by 2 I will write here into dt. So this is 1 divided by 2 integration. Now I will divide, so here I will get t minus here I will get 2 plus here I will get 1 upon t whole into dt. Now I can integrate. Integration of t is t square divided by 2. Integration of 2 is 2t, and here for 1 upon t it is log t plus c. So this you can say that this is 1 divided by 2. Now t you can replace with x square plus 1. So here 1 by 2 into, here it is x square plus 1 the whole square divided by 2 minus 2 into x square plus 1 plus log of x square plus 1 plus c. So this is your answer. Okay. So if in denominator you are getting some term in addition form, then better to substitute that. For your practice, you can try to substitute different terms and see what result you are getting. Okay, and that will give you a good idea that why you should substitute something and you should not substitute some other thing, right? Okay, now let us discuss this eighth problem. Now according to you, what should we substitute? Yes, shall we substitute this x square plus 6x plus 2? Right, it is inside the root as well as it is in the denominator. So our better choice is that we will substitute this x square plus 6x plus 3. But while substituting, we should also think that what would be its derivative. So derivative of x square is 2x, which is already here, and derivative of this 6x is 6, and derivative of 3 is 0. So this 2x plus 6 into dx will be replaced by dt, right? So your choice of substituting x square plus 6x plus 3 equal to 2 is right one. So therefore you get integration I is equals to integration of this whole numerator will go here, it is 1 upon root of t into dt. Now this 1 upon root you can say that it is t power minus half, it will go in numerator into dt. So when you integrate it, it will become t power plus half, minus half plus 1 is plus half, divided by half plus c. So this is 2 root t plus c. Now I will replace t with x square plus 6x plus 3. So here it is 2 into root of x square plus 6x plus 3 plus c. So this is your integration I. Okay, this is your 8th question. Now 9th one. Now here the 9th question is integration of 1 upon root x plus x. Okay, so now if denominator you put, then its derivative, where its derivative, 1 is not the derivative, then what we will do? For root x it is 1 upon 2 root x. Okay, so let us do one thing here. Just take this root x common. So here you will get 1 and here you will get root x. Okay, x will become root x when you take root x common. Now if you substitute this 1 plus root x as t, so derivative of 1 is 0 and derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. So 1 upon root x you are getting here. 1 upon 2 root x dx is equals to dt. So you can say that 1 upon root x into dx is equals to 2 into dt. Okay. So therefore your I will become, I is integration of 1 upon root x dx will become 2 dt, and here it is 1 upon 1 plus root x, we have said it is t. So 1 upon t into 2 into dt. So 2 we will take out, and 1 upon t is log t plus c. So therefore your integration I is 2 into log t can be written as 1 plus log t, it is log t. So it is 2 into log of n plus of 2, you will write 1 plus root x plus c. This is a 9th question, and let us see final question, that is integration of 1 upon x in bracket x power 6 plus 1. Now here if you replace x power 6 plus 1 by t, then its derivative is 6 into x power 5, and numerator you are not getting 6 into x power 5. So what you do? In denominator here I am getting this x also. So one choice is that I will multiply numerator and denominator by x power 5. So this numerator will become x power 5, and here this x multiplied by x power 5, I can say that x power 6 into x power 6 plus 1 into dx. Now you can easily replace this x power 6 plus 1 with t. Either you replace x power 6 plus 1 with t, or you replace x power 6 with t. So let me write x power 6 as t. So here let us consider let x power 6 is t. So therefore 6 into x power 5 dx will become dt. So therefore x power 5 dx will become 1 upon 6 into dt. Okay. Now x power 5 dx you can replace by 1 upon 6 dt. So therefore your integration I is equals to x power 5 dx, it is 1 upon 6 dt. What I can say about x power 6 plus 1, it will be t plus 1. So my whole problem will become 1 divided by t into t plus 1 into it is 1 upon 6 into dt. Okay. Now this problem you have solved in the beginning, right? This kind of problem. Not in the beginning, in the previous lecture. You remember it? No? Okay, what we do here? Here what we have done, this numerator we adjusted. Here we said that it is 1 plus t minus t, something like this, and divided by here it is t into 1 plus t. And then we suitably separate this numerator by denominator. It become 1 upon 6. Here we take this 1 plus t, okay, together. So it will become 1 plus t upon t into 1 plus t minus it is t upon t into 1 plus t into dt. Now this 1 plus t and this 1 plus t will cancel, and here this tt will cancel. So you have 1 divided by 6. Here it is 1 divided by t minus it is 1 divided by 1 plus t. Okay. Now the integration of 1 upon t is log t. So it is 1 divided by 6 into log t minus this is log 1 plus t plus c. So this is 1 divided by 6 log, I can write this as t upon 1 plus t plus c. Now I will replace this t with x power 6 with the original function. So therefore your integration I will become 1 divided by 6 log of, it is x power 6 divided by 1 plus x power 6 plus c. So this is your I. Okay, understood? Done all the problems? Okay. So this is what integration by substitution. Now you also try to solve the examples. Okay, try to see that you solve examples by yourself without looking at the solution. Wherever you find it difficult, then check the solution, but mark that problem so that next time you practice that problem, and then solve all the problem from the exercise. And here also, now the next time you are solving, so if you find any problem you are not understanding, just mark it and practice next time also. Okay, so thank you. In the next class we will see some more methods of doing integration. Yeah.